Alright everyone, welcome to Lunacid. Now, I do have one previous video of this on my channel, but I figured that this time around it would be fun to do something closer to a 100% guide. So if you don't feel like going online and looking at Steam forums or whatever, you can follow along with this. Or, I mean, even if you don't want to follow along, this is just something that you can throw on in the background or whatever. So, without further ado, let's jump into it.
Long ago, a great beast came from the sea and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth. Corrupting everything it reached, the poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age. Now, grounded by the poison sky and outnumbered by creatures, humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other, they became paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the great well, a pit of the diseased and undead. The Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
Wretched thief. Thinking of stealing your life back? You belong to the depths now. And just like that, we're in the game now. So you can choose to make your character however you want, however, I will go into a little bit of depth. So here we have two classes, Vampire and Undead. Vampire and Undead, they aren't affected by, like, okay, for example, a class like Royal, there's our stat layout. But if you're something like an Undead, you're weaker to Fire and Light. Same with Vampire. Vampire also has you get an easier way into an area later on. Each class also has a specific starting gift. I personally choose the Forsaken, but hey, that's up to me. We also got this if you want. Yeah, so I will see you when I am done with my character creation. And here we are. We rise from the grave. So every class has a different starting, like, stat layout. I personally like to choose the That's not correct. Much better. Okay, so I usually choose the Forsaken, which has one in every, in every tree. But it also gives me the most control over my own character build. Which is not something I would recommend for a new player, but, I mean, hey, you do you. So, here we are in the Hollow Basin. It's the starting area, and one of the safest locations of the game, unless you're starting as the Forsaken. Yeah. Oh, it's been so long since I've come back to this game. I absolutely adore this. So, here we have our first weapon, the Replica Sword. Now you can see that there's a weapon XP meter there, but it's also up there now in the top right corner. Just under our charge. So, oof, it's gonna take some time. Oh, I should also mention, if you don't feel like killing enemies, you can just hit flowers or whatever, like, objects are around. So, flowers, jars, etc. It's always good to smack jars because it has the opportunity to drop ashes, something else, and money. That up there is Forbidden Archives. We'll go to that in a bit. So, we're about to face our first enemy, the most deadly snail. Snails have a 3% chance to drop the Summon Snail spell. Try saying that 5 times fast. They also drop money, and I believe the Ocean Bone Fragment, which is another alchemy ingredient. Over here, which we can't access just yet, because we'll need a key, we can grab a health vial, which is just, well, it's in the name, health. Alright, so going through, and you may notice that I'm moving very slow. It's because I have a 1 in every stat. Most notably, speed. Nothing. I think it's... yeah, it's 3% for the Summon Snail spell. Get over here! Get over here! Yep, there we go. Ocean Bone Shard. And as you can see, there's a little percentage under our level. So I right now have 153%. So that's 1 level plus 1/2. Every 100% is another level that you can add onto your character. I don't know if there's a cap, but it's something to test out at some point. So I'm going to go back to the crystal real quick, or save point, or bonfire, however you want to call it. And I'm going to invest some points into my stats real quick. Now, I can't remember if I did this for my original video, but this is the new one, and hooray. So, going here and hitting level up, we have 6 skill points. So, strength is our attack, so how much we do with any weapon, and it adds on, it looks like 5 points to health. Defense adds more to our health. It adds 10 points and affects our block. I don't know. I've never blocked. Speed is our movement speed, which is very useful. Dexterity is like jump height and damage done with ranged weapons, as it says there on the left. Intelligence is magic, so how fast we can cast spells and charge up and whatnot. Resistance is like how long it takes for things to wear off. So if you've got like a lot of poison buildup, having a high resistance is the... I don't know how to describe that. It's the difference between poison lasting 6 seconds and 30. How about... yeah, there we go. So, with a much higher speed, but not by much, I can get through this faster. Enemies do not respawn when you go to save or level up. But if you reload an area, so by either area transition through warping or exiting/entering, then enemies will respawn. But other than that, you're safe. Alright. Next up is an enemy that is fairly docile, but we can aggravate it right now. It has the chance to drop a weapon called the Ice Sickle. It's an 8% drop, I believe. And with how low my health is, this thing will kill me in one shot. It also has a ranged magical attack. Oh, you tried to trick me. What'd you drop? $2. It's something. It's money. Money's always good. If you can't get it here, there is an area that we can visit fairly soon that will have more. Here are shulkers. These should also drop the ocean bone fragment, or shard, I don't remember. I believe they also have the ability to drop obsidian, which is another alchemy ingredient. Alright, here's mana. So, like most other RPGs, to cast a spell, you need mana. And speaking of spells, we've got our first one over here. This is Ghost Light. Ghost Light summons a small light that will follow us around for about a minute. It's kind of useful, especially in darker areas and you don't have the lanterns or anything. Oh, that's a spoiler. Oops. That's fine. So, shulkers will almost always be docile right up until you attack them. There's only one area in this game... Yeah, they drop obsidian. There's one area in this game where they actually are hostile to you. So... yeah, but we won't be going there for a while. Oh, hey. And now that you see the little blue bar there under my charge meter is full, this means that I can go and upgrade the replica sword. I once upon a time thought about doing a level 1 run, which means only using, well, this, and never upgrading it, never upgrading my levels or anything. Just because I wanted to see if I could. Spoiler alert, I never attempted it. Maybe one day. I could even record it. Or stream it. Alright, second health vial over here. Okay, alright, yeah. So over here, because this area is just essentially a big old circle, we'll be getting access to our next spell and our first offensive magic. Once I get through this very long corridor. Flame Spear. Alright. Huh. Supposed to be NPC here. That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Oh! There she is. It's Demi! Yay! Alright, but I gotta level up more. So... you might be wondering, why am I putting everything into speed and dex right now? It is because... we're gonna need them to get into our next area. So hang on, let me just save real quick. I forgot to do that earlier. Would have been real embarrassing if I died to the milk snail. But, with our ability to jump at level 10, I want to say that with careful and precise jumps... I missed. But that's why we save. I don't think they changed anything, so... You know. Alright. Attempt number 2, and if it takes any longer, I'm gonna have to edit it, so... There we go. Yep, with level 10, we can get to the Forbidden Archives early. Now, part of me wants to do this... Well, right now. Sorry, I'm trying to roll through maps. Alright, Oh, let me see. Might be the entrance. I got no clue. It is. Okay. Oh. So, right over here. Well, down here, rather. There's milk snails. So, if you couldn't get the ice sickle back in, Hollow Basin, you can get it here. Now, there is a faster and safer way than attempting to go after those 2 down there, or 3. I don't remember I don't remember how many is actually at the bottom there. But now we can just do a little bit of this. So there are some books around that we can read. I don't remember what these are called. Ah, Necronomicon, right. So, Necronomicons are books, and like most books, they're, weak to fire. These also cast dark magic, though, so... You know. What an aura of death. If I was thinking, I would have collected, or, not collected, I did collect it. Equipped Flame Spear. I'm probably the only person in the world that can fail to fight a book. Alright. So, if you're playing on an Xbox controller, your spells will be set to your right and left bumpers, respectively, depending on, you know, which one you see on the left or right. And because my intelligence is not that high, it takes me a hefty second to charge up. Oh, come on, don't make me look like a dick. There we go. Yeah, Necronomicons are also a really good source of experience for us this early on. Oh, and also, now that the moon is showing on my screen, casting spells accesses this thing called Lunacy. Lunacy makes you more susceptible to damage, but it increases the rate at which you gain experience points. So, it's a bit of a trade-off, but if you can handle it, well, there's an option. So here we have the first Ocean Elixir. There's, I want to say, about 10 in the game, and when you use it, you power up your magic. Alright, Necronomicon has, dropped Fire Opal. And I want to say our lunacy meter is now at 100% because it's a full moon on the screen. I think it's also affected by the real world phase of the moon. I could be wrong. $797%. Oh wait. Shit, it might actually be a full moon tonight. That'd be cool. Okay. So, not here. Somewhere else there's... Oh, it's right around here. Yeah. So there's a secret here. A secret spell we can acquire from touching this wall. We want to stare at this corpse, though. Until the music fades out. There we go. And now we have the corpse transformation ring. You want to know what it does? Well, I mean, I just said it. It transforms you into a corpse. Oh, I think I forgot to do something else. 1 second. Yeah, let me just Oh, I don't think it's this walkway. I think it's a different one. Whoops. That's fine. Anyways, now our music's gone. Oh. I'll be right back. Alright, so this time, I'm not jumping off the top of the walkway. I don't really know what that is. But anyways, health vial, and a light urn down here. Light urns are throwables that do light damage. I mean, the element, not like you did 6 for tossing a jar. Alright, so. Kind of going along. I know I don't have to, like, kill these books. They're not, like, outwardly hostile, but, you know. Oh, I also forgot. They can drop these mana vials. It's a possibility. I don't know, like, the actual percentage for it, but, you know, later on in the game you can grind for them if you feel like it. Oh, right. I did also have the chance to stop by the save point to level up, so that's why I'm moving faster. 109%. Alright, let's go. Level 18, the second I level up here. Alright. Get all that up to level 10. And let's increase dexterity, because I think that also affects your falling. You know what? 2 more into intelligence. There we go. Because I like to be a good spellcaster. Now I can throw fire a lot better. So, going back around, there's a elevator right here. Hate it when elevators open behind me. Alright. So, over there's a milk snail, but there's also 2 over here. Oh, there was the magic spell. These milk snails are guarding a spell. And we want it. So, you know. Oh, they're guarding 2 spells. Never mind. They've got Blood Drain and Light Reveal. Blood Drain we can actually get in a different area entirely called the Yosei Forest. But Light Reveal will actually show enemies, like, stats for us. So if you ever want to know what their weaknesses are, how much health they have, etc., there's a spell for that. Once upon a time I thought about making a compendium for that and placing it on screen for videos, but never got around to it. It's a lot of effort. Ah, here's a door that we can't get through just yet, but we'll come back to that once I have the proper item. So this is an area that I would not recommend most beginners to go to. Generally sticking to the first floor is good, but here we are on the second floor. Or rather, third floor. Alright, so let me just kind of look here. And again, this is arguably the best area to grind for the icicle. Just, you know, the Forbidden Archives in general. Ooh, $10. Not bad, not bad. Oh. So here's the Chimera. That is not an enemy I want to be fighting right now. So I won't. Well, I kind of have to. There's an object past it. I just don't have nearly enough stats to deal with it. Look at that. Hopefully I can outrun it. I should not have turned around. Ha ha ha! Alright. That was more than enough excitement for one day. So, like other RPGs, like, for example, Dragon's Dogma, Chimeras are a weird hybrid creature. So, snakeheads generally spit poison, goats are magical, for whatever reason, and lions are your big old physical dealers. Nothing. Dang. That's fine. Back to, well, not really normalcy. But it's as safe as we can be for now. If one of these could just drop its weapon, that'd be great. It's never gonna happen, is it? Probably not. There's another Chimera. We don't want to deal with that. I don't want no smoke, so I'm not going to play with fire. Alright. More milk snails. I would like for them to drop their weapon, but... well... 8%. That's a percentage. I like that they poke out just enough where you can still hit them. Oh! Oh, I can't believe I forgot to mention that, there's also, like, location-based damage for enemies. I guess I was kind of waiting for later to show that off. But there's some enemies later on that we can really mess with on that front. Come on now. I would like for them to, you know, drop something, because then I could do a better job of this 100%-ish walkthrough. Yeah, it's not happening. Well, that's fine. I mean, there's one other right here, so if I'm lucky. We're actually really close to another weapon that I can show off. No, you don't. Eh? No. Okay. So you see this little tree right here? This one with, like, a squiggle in it? Standing right about here and putting our cursor through it. Thereabouts. And just waiting. I want to say I'm standing in the right spot. I don't know if I am, though. Maybe it's like right here. Yeah, this might be it. There it is. Ooh woo. That took so long. Alright, but now we have the Axe of Harming. It's better than the replica sword, and it's got arguably the highest reach in the game, I think. A strange, unnerving weapon said to be created by the legendary weaponsmith, Rat Kisser Wamby. Made of strange sinew, it shifts the user's weight to allow greater backstepping, but lacks in other fields. The best offense is a great retreat. So as you can see, very floppy. Ooh. And if you try to, you know, I don't know if you can actually. Oh yeah, you can block with it. It's just to take a big old backstep first. But if you try to block with it, you'll take 20 times damage. So you know, don't block. There's supposed to be a way through that. I cannot remember it right now. Zoom in. Oh, that's how. Think. Gotta make sure that there's no enemies lurking around here. I'm gonna see one right there. Yep. So these are the enlightened ones. They are the other half of an enemy that we'll see later. Haha, you got poisoned to death. Oh no. Ah. Get poisoned. Get poisoned. Please. Oh, yep, you're poisoned. Okay, there we go. Yeesh. Oh yeah, look how far away I can hit this guy from. Eat that, fool! I hate them. I really do. Alright. Alright, so that purple eye, as you just saw, dispelled a wall for us. So there's a lot of those hidden around. Oh no! I didn't even see you! Get away from me! Oh hey, there's a secret wall right here. If you want to know how I can tell without looking at a map, it's because there is a question mark that appears in the corner. Away from me. Yeah, so right here. This is a crystal shard. We don't really have a use for it just yet, but soon. Soon we will. Oh, alright, so we've got over 1,000 points, which means that's 10 levels. Going here early on is a pretty good investment, but it can be a very swift game over if you're not careful. So, you know, risk and reward. I won't tell you what to do, but, you know, if I can do it, anybody can. And we got a floppy axe out of the deal. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Alright. Look at that. So generally, how I like to build my characters, and you can build yours however you want, I like to build mine with a good amount of intelligence, because I like to sling spells. It's how I like to play Dark Souls, it's how I played, pretty much any Soulsborne, really. I love me some magic and strength builds. Alright. But now, at a much higher level than I should be, let's go. And I know that I missed some secrets back there in the Forbidden Archives, but we will be back to get those when I have a different item. A key of sorts. So how I want to wrap this up is we're going to talk to Demi. Hey, how's it going, girl? Well, you look a little lost. This area is called Hollow Basin. It's the highest reached point of the Great Well. It's also one of the safest areas of the Great Well, except, of course, Rings West. Did I say Rings West? Wings Rest! So she's gonna offer to take us there, and I'm gonna say, yeah, gotcha, one moment. Now, we made it just fine, but, well, whoever tried to come here previously was not so lucky. So, I'm gonna activate this, save up my game, and here's the Crystal Shard. So, now that I have a Crystal Shard, I can tell you, these are essentially this game's homeward bone. We can just come back here whenever. But let's talk to all our residents. So we've got Demi. Oh, good, it worked. Last time I tried that spell, it only worked about halfway. We know, we saw. So this is Wings Rest. It's an old temple of sorts made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Although they are long gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. So yes, this is our hub world. We can relax, and yes, we can sit on the couch. Here's Cheryl the Crow, who is our merchant. Oh, what a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. Ka-ka-ka-ka. But if you're going to explore, why not prepare yourself? So, she'll offer to sell us this enchanted key. We saw one locked door back in the Hollow Basin, but we'll need that. She also sells health vials and mana vials, which will go up the more you buy them. The crossbow, steel needle, and rapier can all be bought here as well. The rapier and crossbow, I believe, can be upgraded. The steel needle cannot. She'll also get a new inventory closer to the end of the game, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Also, with our jumping prowess, we should... I said we should be able to get up here and get this ocean elixir. So this time around, I did not use either. Well, the one that I picked up in the Forbidden Archives, rather. So, with our sword fully maxed out on its EXP meter, we just dip it into this oil, and we have the Heritage Sword now. It's a flat upgrade. We do a lot more damage, we have better speed, reach, all that good stuff. Yeah. And, I should also mention, weapons have an element. So you can see there in the corner, right next to the name, the Heritage Sword is Steel type, or I guess just non-enchanted? I don't know what to call it. The Axe of Harming is Poison type. Ah. And that's a cool part of the full moon. You can see a little ghostly crown above the skeleton. The skeleton is Clive. Well, hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive, though that's not really my name. I seem to have lost it. My memory isn't quite what it used to be. But my bones is good. I stay young by drinking these little health tonics. Here, why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful of wandering the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. There are also some skeletons not peaceful out there. So yes, he'll give us a free health potion. Not every time. But he'll also give us some occasional lore dumps. How you been? Be careful of wandering the depths. Yep. And here's Etna, She will be our alchemist. Salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna. I study the sacred art of alchemy down here. If you happen upon any miracles or materials on your journey, you should bring them to me. So, if we had more, I do have some stuff. So I have ashes, obsidian, and let's use... Hang on a second. Fire opal and ashes. Oh, you need 3, so... Ah! I've made a bomb! Fire opal, ocean bone, shard, and nothing. Okay. So I need something else for that. How about ocean bone shell with ocean bone shell with ocean bone shell? And anything? No. Oh, hey! Well, I did not know that there was a compendium. You can see how little I've actually done with, alchemy here. But I would say that this is a good enough place to stop, for the 100%-ish. So we explored pretty much all of Hollow Basin, and most of the Forbidden Archives. And we're now in Wing's Rest. So, with all that said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, be kind to one another, be kind to yourselves. More parts of this to come. Because there is, at some point, going to be an update for this year. So, that said, peace out.